3 team for the season. His Wuchen, his Cicada, just super strong. And we're going to get the highlights of Bauda's Game 1 on their Sand Siphon.
And a beautiful job coming through, winning 2 Realm of Yangs, giving them so much advantage with the loot coming into this mid and late game. They were able to do so much more because of the fact that they won these Realm of Yangs. The great peel coming through from the teammates and seeing it from their perspective just gives you so much more of a vision on how they were able to come away with this victory here, as Bauda is able to deal so much damage, and the fan grapple coming in to confirm the kill here, as the 3v1 is always something that this team is going to be able to come away with here. And as they were going, the push through for this Spirit Well, one of the biggest reasons they were able to pick up so many kills near the end there, they were able to capitalize onto the Spirit Well, picking up kills as the Spirit Well was dropping, getting themselves all golden armor, all golden weapons, all their ultimates back right away, being able to give so much more pressure than any of these other teams could possibly imagine. Non-stop action from them over and over and over again. They were able to come away with these eliminations, and here you can see it yourself how they were able to pull this together. They did unfortunately go down not super early into the game, but with a little bit of time left, they could have pushed it a little bit further, but they did themselves a spectacular job at coming away the MVPs of game number 1.
Yeah, 18 kills, just absolutely ridiculous. You're seeing this cliff side, man. There's just not much room. And Kylan and Hadi, when they hit you, you just go flying. And what's crazy is they said they nerfed the Kylan knockback, and you're still flying a mile away. We're seeing Bauda's Peak going to be falling to FPX right there, but it's not going to matter. Kills still reign supreme, and Bauda is gonna secure that MVP for this game 1. Top 12 will probably be around 70, 60, 70-ish points. So this is day 2. Look at the highlights, brought to you by Born for Gaming. GG showing their mastery of Hollow Rock. They're just so dominant on this map. It doesn't matter if they're Siphon, it doesn't matter if they're Viper. They just know how to pick up all these teams. Now Alliance just keeping up their dominance and slowing down Wolves, who had a dominant week 1 performance, one of the most dominant we've ever seen. But we're seeing just from week to week how competitive the league can be. WBG was fighting against Bauda in the zone. We just saw non-stop action going here. We're seeing the optimalness of the new slap unarmed, able to slap through the stone form of the likes of Pole Sword. Now BBB with JL having a nice cleanup onto EWG. We did see BBB fall before this ended up going down, but still on the back of TXJ, they're able to secure that win, secure that placement points. Alliance, no room to land on. Takeda just limited by the lack of ground to stand on, but it doesn't matter. Alliance leading up to it, get a ton of kills, and Yoma is going to be your MVP into the weekly finals. You do take a percentage of your overall score going into that weekly finals. It does give you almost a full round win if you do get a ton of points taking that first. Bauda off spawn, having a ton of fun. And this is where we saw NY7 starting to cause the havoc. Off spawn in the north, Sunwing finding the third party onto Wolves, Alliance, KLA, and cleaning up everyone. Now going into Realm Gang, Siphon having that dominance versus the Xiphon comp. At first, Xiphon had the edge on this composition, but it looks like within that isolated 3v3, it's been figured out. You get put against the wall, the Temi ult is going to come down, your crewmate is going to be very vulnerable. This fight was absolutely insane in the south. EWG versus SS1. SS1 with the craziest banana peel I've seen, just absolutely keeping his team alive, dragging it to distance, but they're able to clutch it up, and we're seeing NY7 and the crew just cause absolute havoc for these teams. Now, they don't end up capitalizing as much as they could because of the adjustments from all the teams, but still, they were the catalyst for all these ults coming out. TXJ losing his teammates earlier, still finding assassination plays on the Botari going to this last little bit, and we're going to get KLAs and GG able to keep up their health going into this last little bit. LXM almost gets 70s out of there, but that sliver of health, that little bit of health gauge.
Some of our replays brought to you by Thunderbot, Born for Gaming. Here we are going to be seeing SS1 Rosemary coming through with the Kylan ultimate, hitting the 3v1 basically. It was a little bit of a 3v2 we'll call it a 3v1.5. He was able to hold up long enough for his teammate to go to a soul altar, revive, and bring his fight back to an even 2v2 and come away with the victory here. As we do see in the Realm of Yang, CJS coming away with a beautiful elimination against Alliance's Revenge. This was the first Yang that they did end up winning. They did come to lose the second realm, but they brought it back and still had a phenomenal game. KLA picking up a kill onto BIWEEK2. BIWEEK2, a team that had a very explosive first half of these games, but has started to fall off the face of these games coming into this second half. The slats coming away from VVV, absolutely amazing there. And the final circle, huge, battling it out for the end. CJS just putting in so much damage with that Takeda ultimate. Unfortunately, burned it a little bit too quick, was not able to come away with the victory. There was a tie for that MVP, so they weren't able to get the multiplier that would have maybe set them a little bit above KLA. But our MVPs for the day, for game number 4, KLA Point Threshold. Taking a look at our highlights, brought to you by Thunder Robot.
FBX landing in the cave, taking away JL's spot, but JL coming with a timing attack later on. GG inside the Realm of Yang, showing their dominance. As even though off spawn they're not going for a lot of kills, but in this Realm of Yang they're always super stacked, going against Alliance, slowing down the new challengers, showing them who's a boss. EWG is gonna find this kill onto Alliance Revenge on the outside. This zone rotation just brutal for everyone now. BIWEEK2 versus TE. BIWEEK2 been clutch all day today. You on the zipping, something we traditionally don't see he's on, but they're gonna be wiping out TE. Roy Hehe, unfortunately, he does go for the noble sacrifice for his team to live on, but GG goes on to find more and more kills. Now looking at this end game, you see BBB trying to make his way back to the dominant position, but he gave it up early for the drop down landing, and we're seeing CGS knocked everyone to the zone, left, right, batters up, go flying to zone, bye-bye. XEM is gonna fall, and GG is like, is it really that simple? Every single time, just patience. Tortoise wins the race. Not definitely a super locked in. The guys are firing on all cylinders. It looks like they're going to be for sure going to be making a run at this next week's bi-weekly finals. Now looking over the highlights, brought to you by For You Gaming. KLA inside Realm of Yang, CXZ doing the work today, locking in, clocking in, taking names for everyone challenging KLA, letting everyone know that he is still one of the premier position 1 players. Now NY7 as well, leading the charge for the offense of Alliance, absolutely decimating people. We've been seeing Wolves Sam as well coming in with the F3 Viper.
I love
finding some tons of value, doing tons of nuking damage. They spot out JL with the weak body language and quickly make work of them. We're going to see GG, nice cover and moving, able to pick apart WBG and safely cleanse their Yang depletion. Now KLA with the security coming out from the high grounds, letting GG know you're not going to steal this end game from us. We are going to outlast you, and CXZ is going to clutch it up for KLA to close out game 6 of the second week bi-weekly trio.